How do we teach babies and toddlers a foreign language like French, especially if you are not a native speaker? In my case, I'm from Montreal. I took French courses, but I'm not at a native speaker level, and my grammar's kind of shaky, and I want to teach my kids the correct way of speaking. So I did some research, and some sources say that you need 600 speaking hours to be fluent. Another source says 20% of the day has to be in the target language to be fluent. And everywhere you read says the same thing about learning. You know, you need to read books, you need to sing songs, you need to listen to music, you need to speak to a native speaker, you need to be in the environment. So how do we do this in practical terms if you're not in the environment? So I'm going to show you how I do this. 1. Sing songs daily. So I sing 3 cheerful songs a day, preferably in the morning to set the tone for the day and when kids learn the best, and maybe a lullaby at the end of the day. The Public Library of Ottawa has a YouTube channel with a huge collection of children's songs with their lyrics. I will provide a link to that in the description. Songs I sing include Alouette, Frère Jacques, and Si tu aimes le soleil. I have a repertoire of 10 simple children's songs that I memorized. Memorizing songs give me confidence that I'm not making a grammatical mistake, and when I listen to them, I can make sure my pronunciation is correct. 2. Play an album a day. I love Apple Music for this because when you play most songs, they actually display lyrics so you can sing along too. We generally listen while we are eating our breakfast, so it's not imposing. I recommend children's albums from actual musicians who put their heart, soul, and creativity into their songs, as opposed to those cheaply produced songs you find readily on YouTube. I also recommend this album from Passepartout and also Henris Des as well. Children's music is fun and simple, and kids learn better when they're having fun. And my son has already memorized lyrics. He sings them throughout the day. 3. Books. I try to read 3 books in French throughout the day. Maybe you can find them at your local library if you're lucky. I am in a small city in America, and French is not a popular language here, so I had to buy them. Amazon was way too expensive. Indigo, however, is a bookstore in Canada that ships to the USA, and their prices are much more reasonable. Also, when I visited Montreal, I bought a lot of books used to save money. I like the Choupie series because there is an app that reads the book, so you can follow along and learn the correct pronunciation if you want to read yourself. Okay, now press play. No.
Choupie va à la... Tu es prête, Choupie? Demande.
This app is called Nathan Live, and you can go to their website for a full list of other books they narrate. Tip: avoid books that are direct translations from English stories because you're also teaching a culture. Also, don't just recite the story. Ask questions like, what are the characters thinking about, and what do you think they'll do next? 4. Flashcards. I also started doing flashcards. And I go really fast, like la chaise, les légumes. What's this, Kian?
L'autobus.
C'est ça, un autobus, le jus, les fruits, le soleil. What's this one, Kian? Très bien, très bien. What, les chaussures, la porte, un avion. How do you say dog in French? Très bien. And how do you say cat? Comment tu dis ça? Très bien, thank you. 5. Speaking. Despite everything I do, all the TV shows, all the music, all the books, the most effective way to teach children is speaking. I know it's really awkward being a non-native speaker, but I really try my best. Kian, comment ça va?
Ça va bien.
Yeah, come here. Say here.
Ça va bien.
Très bien. Anything I tell him, he just says it, basically. And how do I do this? How do I optimize this? This app called Reverso Context is really helping me. What I do is I pretend I'm an actress who's memorizing lines for her script, and this app shows me authentic translations of sentences. Like, they actually find sentences from actual websites, and that's really been helpful for me. I also tried this phrase book for common phrases you use to say to kids. It's called Use French at Home, over 1,750 plus phrases. Way Usable French for Families by Adelaide Ogwin. She also has this book in other languages like Spanish, and I like this book. It's suitable for beginners though. They have an audio you can listen to for each sentence that's very helpful. The only criticism I have for this book is that she limits some phrases for situations like eating because she tries to upsell her subscription services for those additional translations. 6. TV shows. I know screen time is bad, but sometimes I just need to get something done. So if he has to watch TV, my rule in the house is that it has to be in French. The shows alone can't teach your kids, but they are good for reinforcing what they learned. I like to choose from Netflix and Amazon Prime. Most shows have a French audio option. You select a show and swipe up for language options. I really like Tumbleleaf on Prime Video and Puffin Rock on Netflix. On Prime Video, they have a series called Little Pim that is designed to teach your kids a language. I like it, but my son doesn't enjoy watching it, and it doesn't have a storyline. It's more informational. But I think it's well thought out, and everyone should try it. So another method that I have to show my kids like a lot of options for their French cartoons is I use a VPN so I can access French shows, French public shows. Yeah, my son, he wants to watch one of them. It's called RoboCarPoly. So what I do is I have a VPN. Tunnel Bear is a really good one. And I connect to Canada, so that way the computer is like a computer in Canada, you know? And then I can go to this website. Télé-Québec is good. So this is the website, Télé-Québec, and this is my son's favorite show. And I'll just play it. Like if I didn't have this VPN, it won't play because they have like these broadcasting rules. And another one is that's really good is 2Point TV. I put a link to all this on my YouTube channel below. But it's taking a long time to load. And you want to use a private window, okay? To do this like an incognito. It doesn't work just like that, you know? Because you have to empty your cache and cookies, or else like they have these ways to like see if you're like really from Canada or not, or whatever country, France. Honestly, my favorite show like is Passepartout, because it's like again you're teaching the kid not just the language, the culture. So Passepartout is like produced in Quebec. So, and all these other cartoons are just translations from English or Korean. So a show like Passepartout is good, but my son doesn't like it, so I don't push it on him. 7. Professional native speaker teacher. Ideally, we would have a local teacher, but there were none, so we did the next best thing and found one online. This website, Outschool, is so amazing. I found native speaking teachers there that are so professional, creative, and engaging. They use puppets, have a fun background, and they sing songs. Note: make sure to read the biography of the teachers before signing up. Don't be deceived by a picture of the Eiffel Tower and berets. There are a lot of people on that website that call themselves a French teacher, but they are actually from the middle of nowhere, America. And ironically, they're the ones who are charging more. Also, note that the age range for Outschool is 3 to 18 years old, so I found an online course on another website that caters to a younger age and babies called un2trois petitspas.com. The conclusion is, the results are, my son speaks quite well. He's picking up phrases and words here and there. Although he's not super fluent, I think he's getting there, and I think these tools are quite good. So if you have any other tips and tricks, please let me know in the comments below, because I will use these same techniques for our next language, which is Spanish.